Hello guys, Claudia Boleyn here, and this is a vlog. It's been a very happy week for me. I got Pokemon UK yesterday, and I've already caught. Wait, let me go on to my. Should we have the music on? Let's have the music on. Oh god, come on, load, come on. This is my screen right now. Oh, it's so exciting. Remember to be. Oh, it's gone. Anyway, don't walk into the mouth of that Pokemon. Anyway, right. Oh, I'm getting so distracted. So I got this yesterday, and how many Pokemon do I have already? These are my Pokemon. Oh, you can't even see them on the camera. Right, I'll tell you what they are. I've got a Bulbasaur, who was my first choice. Obviously, who would not pick Bulbasaur as their first choice? I know apparently there's a cheat. You can get Pikachu by ignoring the first 3 Pokemon and then, you know, I think you have to do that 4 times, then you get Pikachu. But who wants a Pikachu when you can have a Bulbasaur? Oh, this music just makes me feel so ready to go out and, like, catch Pokemon. I have a Spearow and another Spearow. One of my Spearows is called the High Spearow. I have a Pidgey. I caught a Pidgey this morning from my bedroom. I have 2 Rattatas, one of which is just called Rattata 2. I have this little thing. Oh, I call him Little Cutie. He's so cute. What else do I have? I have this as well. This is my. I don't like this one. I called him Ew, gross. Yeah. He looks like a, I don't even know, this looks disgusting, like a crunchy bug. So anyway, those are my Pokemon so far. And this is, I'm going to turn this down a little bit. Oh, that's lovely. Right. But I really do think, you might think, oh, it's silly to be doing this app. And there's tons of people out there who are saying, this is an app for 10-year-olds. Why are adults doing it? And to them, I just say, let people live. Like, let people have fun and enjoy things. It's not hurting you. Well, for me, I grew up on Pokemon. My first crush was Ash Ketchum from Pokemon. I had a poster of him on my wall. I was very much in love with him. And my first boyfriend, I was 5 when I had my first boyfriend. The first gift he gave me was like a cuddly Pokemon, a cuddly Pikachu toy, which I still have. So I was very Pokemon obsessed when I was little. I had a Pokedex. I also later got into Digimon, and I love them both. So this is a dream come true for me, and kids in this generation, they do not know how lucky they are to live in this age of technological glory, where you can go out of your house and catch your own Pokemon. It's just so great. But it's really good for anxiety, because obviously I do have issues with sort of panicking when I'm out sometimes and getting panic attacks, and it's such a good distractor. Yesterday I had 3 walks on my own. My mum was like in the house, so you know she'd be there if I panicked or something, but I did like 3 pretty long walks on my own, catching Pokemon. It was chilled out. I had a conversation near my house. I met with a family that, I'm going to turn this music off because now it's starting to distract me. Near my house I genuinely met with a family. There were 2 kids. There was, I think there was a mum and dad, and there was a grandma and granddad. All of these people had phones or iPads. I think maybe just the grandma didn't, but they all had like phones and iPads out. And I thought, they're looking for Pokemon. They're looking for Pokemon near my house. So I started a conversation with them. It was really nice. They told me about the Pokemons they had caught. They told me that there were several Pokemon lurking in our local park. Yeah, it was just a great bonding experience. So I think that's just so nice. I love that. After all the like rubbish that's going on in this country right now, it's so nice that strangers on the street are having conversations about how many Pokemon they've caught. But I'm really loving this. I will show you my avatar. Is that what it's called? Right, let's show you. Actually, it's not going to show up properly, so I will put a picture of Avatar me on the screen. I wish there were more colour options, but I did the best I could with what I had. And there I am, outside my house. I don't know how many of you guys are catching Pokemon actually in your house. If I wait long enough, a Pokemon will just emerge in my sort of like circle around me, and I catch Pokemon. I caught a Rattata in my brother's bedroom, a Spearow in my bedroom, a second Spearow also in my bedroom, and I think I caught that weird caterpillar thing downstairs. So Yeah, one thing I don't understand, and I need your help on this. What do the leaves mean? You know, the green confetti leaves. I see them in the distance and they're enticing me. But yesterday when I went on my walk, I walked towards those leaves and there were no Pokemon there. So what does it mean? Does it mean there is a Pokemon? Did I just not search properly? Or is it just, you know, to make you excited and walk more? That's another great thing about this app. People are going to be walking more. Like, it's going to make me so fit and healthy. But yeah, that really annoys me because I can see them. I can see the leaves right now all around my house. Do I walk towards them? When I walked towards them yesterday, nothing happened. They're also enticing me because I can see, it's in the distance. There's a massive abra in the sky, I think. I want that abra for my own, but I think it's at our local shopping centre in the far, far distance. I can also see a blue cube on the horizon. I don't know what that is. Is it one of those places you go to buy things? Is it a gym? I do not know. I don't really understand this. I'm just loving it. The only two things that aren't so great about this is that, first of all, obviously I'm not someone who drives or goes very far, so I have a very limited scope of Pokemon to get. My area must not be very nice because it's just, there's rattatas everywhere. Everywhere I look, rats. And pigeons and Spearows. Pidgeys and Spearows everywhere, so they seem to be like the pinnacle of Pokemon in this local area. But there is an Abra on the horizon, so things are looking up. But also, I keep getting glitches in the game where when I've thrown a Pokeball, the Pokemon's just gone into the ball and then it suddenly just freezes, and so I have to restart the game again. But luckily, I still get the Pokemon. It doesn't take the Pokemon from me. So please let me know in the comments if you're also enjoying Pokemon Go as much as I am. And I know it's probably incredibly childish. I do realise that. But I don't care, because Pokemon was my childhood, and I'm unashamed of loving this game. It's a dream come true. It's everything I wanted as a child. Like, in the future, what will happen? Will they be actually creating real genetically modified Pokemon and, like, hiding them in the local area? Will we just have, like, the Pokemon universe? Will our world become the Pokemon universe? I would love that. Anyway, aside from Pokemon Go, the other app I've been using a lot recently, I'm actually trying to get back into dating right now, which is actually weirdly embarrassing, and it's made me realise how out of practice I am with flirting, because I used to be alright at it, but then I went through a stage where I just thought, you know, I'm not really ready for a relationship, and I started focusing on my own stuff, and I was happy like that, and I am happy to be on my own, but I do want to get back into dating and meet some more people. But yeah, I've become really bad at flirting, and it's hard to know how to come across. So I'm on a dating app, and actually my experience on it has been surprisingly pleasant so far. I hear a lot of horror stories about online dating apps, but most of the guys I've met on there have been really respectful and nice, and I mean, you get the occasional wally, but I just block them. Yeah, the women on there, the girls on there are really nice as well, but I haven't actually met up with anyone from it yet. I was on it just last night and having a really good conversation. Like, I don't know if this is like what you're supposed to do when you're flirting, but I just love having really interesting conversations with people, like, you know, what would your favourite superpower be, and you know, I like to hear people's backstories about their family and that kind of thing, so I'm just really into that. But I am trying to get into dating, which is weird because you guys, I know a lot of you guys that watch this also suffer with anxiety or other mental illnesses, and sometimes it can make you feel like you're never going to find a person and you're never going to be happy. That's for people who want to find someone, by the way. I'm not saying you have to find someone to be happy. You know, there are lots of people out there that are perfectly happy on their own, but I don't think I'm one of those people. I am happy on my own at the moment, but in life in general, I don't see myself being alone for most of my life. I think I'd like to find someone, whether it be a friend that I would actually be happy with that. Like, if it was a friend that I stuck around with and, you know, had a great time with and we shared a place, that would be great. Or if that's someone romantic. But I don't want to be, you know, on my own when I'm older. And it is time to start looking, because I am 22 now and it's been a while since I dated, so I'm trying to get back into it, but I don't know. I have weirdly low self-confidence when it comes to dating people, because I don't know how to flirt. People do have crushes on me and they tell me they have crushes on me, but it's a bit weird because I think I am people's weird crush, if you know what I mean. Like, there are people out there, let's talk about like just girls, for example, like in my group of friends, there are like some drop-dead gorgeous girls in my group of friends. They're stunning, they're wonderful, you know, a lot of the boys absolutely love them. And whereas I am not so much the sort of person that you see when you're out and think, wow, she's gorgeous. I'm not under any illusions about what I look like. I think I look like quite an ordinary person, but can look pretty nice if I put effort into it. But I tend to be people's weird crush, like the sort of person that, like, maybe at first they think, oh, she's alright, and then they start to like me because of my quirky personality, which can make online dating weird, because I don't think I have that initial thing where people are flocking to me and thinking, wow, what a gorgeous human. So yeah, I'm trying to get people to date me with my exciting and unique personality, which actually it's going all right. It's just, I don't know, it's such a embarrassing and humbling thing. And also, so my app is, I'm just going to put it out there, it's Tinder, so I'm on Tinder. I was worried at first it was just like a hookup app, but loads of my friends have actually met their partners that they've been with for a really, really long time on Tinder. And lots of people have said that if you get through the rubbish, there are people in there looking for real relationships. So I like Tinder, but also it feels ruthless. It feels brutal. Like when you're swiping, it feels like you're just discarding everything about a person on the shallowest thing. It's like you see their picture and you're just like, no. So yeah, that it feels brutal, and I don't like that part of it. But I am talking to some people, so that's really nice. I don't know if I'll actually go out and meet these people. I've never really done that based on Tinder before. I've been on Tinder before, and I had some good conversations with people, but nothing really came of it. But this time I have more faith in it, and I'm going to try and be more open and more sociable. And I was awful last time. I would, like, have a conversation with someone and then forget about Tinder, and then come back to it, like, 2 weeks later, and this poor person would be like, where did you go? Are you alright? Are you okay? And I'd just completely gone. So I'm going to be more with it this time. But it is nerve-wracking. I'm not good with dating and romance stuff. My relationships, or nearly relationships, I'm not going to go into my love life or lack of it. But with me, I'm the sort of person that tends to be friends with a person first and then start to really like them. So this is new for me, because I'm not generally someone who, obviously I get crushes on people, but the people I really want to be in relationships with tend to be people I know as friends first. So this is new for me. But obviously, because of the situation I'm in right now, and obviously I'm doing a lot of stuff from home, I'm not socialising so much. So I wanted to just, you know, make some friends. Maybe I'll just make some friends on here as well. That would be good. I think I could do with some advice, actually. If you have any advice on how to be successful on Tinder and not attract people who are just into hookups, because that's not me. No offence to anyone who is into that, like, good for you if that's you, but that's not me. So yeah, it's been weird. And picking your 6 pictures feels weird. It's like you're sort of, I don't know. In the end, I went with the 6 pictures that I like best of myself, because you can go for the ones that you think people are going to be more interested in, but I'm trying to do that thing where I don't want to be false about who I am in any way whatsoever. So I'm going to put out, like, what I am. And yeah, because sometimes in dating, I've spoken to my friends before, and when they date, sometimes they put out this sort of persona which they think people are going to like. Which does work for them, but later on they have to have the awkward conversations where they talk about things like politics and that kind of thing, and that's where it sort of goes wrong. And I actually prefer to put it out there pretty early on, like politics and like what I'm about, and then grow something from there, because, I don't know, that's just the way I prefer to do things. I know the other way also can work, but I would prefer not to become fond of someone and then have a conversation about, like, what we were about and then think, oh, this isn't going to work. So yeah, this has been a vlog about apps, Pokemon Go and Tinder, which are both very fun. Although the Tinder one is pretty stressful. Yeah, it's just weird, isn't it? It's weird to live in this generation, in this social media age. Like, we have different sort of issues to the people that came before us. So yeah, my mum was ever so excited when she found out I was on Tinder, because I had to put some extra pictures on my Facebook to put them on my Tinder. And my mum was like, why did you put those pictures on your Facebook? And I was like, oh, you know, I'm back on Tinder, just, you know, casually. And my mum was like, good for you, my girl. I think she was like, you little harlot. But in a very fond way. So yeah, we'll see what happens. I don't know. I feel like it's time for love, but I don't know, I do struggle with the idea that I know I'm not going to be an easy girlfriend to have, that's the issue, because I have, you know what I'm like, I'm very opinionated, and that's never going to change, and I'm very, I do have anxiety, that sort of thing, which can make things difficult, and yeah, I'm not good at doing sexy. I do my own brand of sexy, I think, but I'm not good at the generic sexy thing. That doesn't work for me. I find that embarrassing and it just doesn't work. So yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens. I'll update you on the Tinder situation if I find that special someone. Yeah, it would be nice to meet up with someone and actually go out for a drink or a date or something, but I don't know. So yeah, that was my weekly vlog. Not that I do them weekly, but sort of a summary of the week. In other news this week, we have a new Prime Minister in the UK. We have Theresa May. I almost said we had Margaret Thatcher. That would be a nightmare, but no, I think Theresa May is going to be slightly better than Margaret Thatcher. I won't talk about the whole situation in this video, but she's made Boris Johnson Foreign Secretary. I genuinely thought it was a joke when my mum told me. I genuinely laughed. I was like, who is she really appointed? But no, it's Boris Johnson. The response from the people representing the other countries has actually been embarrassing and hilarious. So, I mean, at this point, you can only laugh at the state of British politics because there's nothing else you can do other than cry. It's a mess. But, you know, fingers crossed that Theresa May can do good in the world. She might be a Tory. I'm not into the Tories personally. I would not have chosen them as our government, but I think that she can do some good. Judging on her first speech, I do have hope that she can make things a little better. Yeah. Okay, I love you loads. I'll see you really soon. Yeah, bye.